Hey loves, welcome back to Day Spills Tea. I have missed y'all. Like, it's been since before the holidays and I miss doing this so much. But basically my shows ended and then life started happening and lots of stuff was just going on with work and all of that. Whatever, your girl is doing well, though. I have definitely missed chit-chatting with y'all. I have dropped 16 pounds since I dropped that video where I told you I was going to be fasting and doing keto and all of that, and my nails are fly as hell, so I'm doing good. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this new show on OWN, Ladies Who List, and I am in love already. I have really high hopes for this show, so I'm really praying this is going to be what I need, because I'll be honest, the reality housewife format has gotten a little old to me. It's a little bit boring and we can always kind of see what's happening or what's going to happen a mile away. We kind of know all the characters are the same, but just in a different city. And so I'm hoping that this will be something that's a little bit different. But before I jump into all my thoughts and doing my recap of the first episode, go ahead and do what you do oh so well. Hit the thumbs up button to show me some love, because you know that's the onlyest reason I do this. Make sure you leave some comments below. Let me know if you're watching Ladies Who List, if you like the show, who you feeling, who you not feeling. And then also let me know what else y'all watching, because I feel like y'all not watching the other stuff that I'm watching. Like, I still watch like Beverly Hills and I'm watching Salt Lake City, all of that kind of stuff. So let me know what you're interested in chatting with me about. All right, that being said, if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, and let's jump into the review. So basically, the show is 6 women, black women, fly women, boss chicks, and they're kind of broken up into 3 cliques. So the first clique, you've got Q, or Kiana, and Kira. So Kiana is like the rich auntie, and everybody pretty much just calls her Q. She's like the rich, fabulous auntie. Her makeup is always done, like beat to the gods and everything. Wig is always perfect. I don't know where she's shopping for these clothes, but sis is killing it. Like, body for days, all of that. Kira seems to be like on that same path. She seems more so kind of just chill, just kind of in her own lane, doing her own thing. I don't see her getting into a lot of drama, but she's real cute, and other women don't usually get along with us real cute chicks. I got a lot of nerve and I ain't even put no makeup on or even no lip chat. Anyways, I do have some stuff right here. I should put it on. Anyways, but so far I like Kira. So far Q is my favorite because she's just fabulous as hell, and I love a fly chick. Like, she's just doing her thing. The show opens with a scene of Q and Kira sitting poolside. I'm not sure. I don't remember whose home they were in. I want to say maybe it was Q's home. But they sitting here in these long floor-length dresses, sipping champagne by the pool, and then they jumped into the pool. It was a really cool moment to me. Anyways, so then we have Robin and Crystal. Robin apparently is like the center of the show. And she appears also to be a little bit older than them. I don't know if that's really the case. I'm just kind of going by like facial features and things, and personality wise. Robin seems very hard, very guarded, very concerned about her relationships with other women, which I can completely relate to. I think I've told y'all before, my friends are pretty much my sisters and my cousins, and then I have like 1 or 2 other girlfriends, and that's about it. So I get it. And then Crystal seems very fabulous. Crystal is absolutely gorgeous, and she just seems like she knows what the assignment is. I'm not gonna say I dislike Crystal, but I feel like she knows what her assignment is, and it is not to make friends. It is not to play nice. It is to antagonize, and it is to drive the storyline. And I'm here for it, because that's what we're really here to do, right? Is to kind of see some things happen and see how these women interact and how they deal with conflict and all that sort of thing. And I think that Crystal is going to make sure we get us some conflict. So I'm looking forward to that. But they are supposed to be friends, and I should say friends. Then we have Tiffany and Tiana. Tiffany and Crystal are both real estate attorneys, and so they actually would be the person who sits with you at the closing and kind of make sure everything is in order with you and your realtors and all of that kind of stuff. They apparently are the only two black ones in Atlanta, so that's kind of interesting. Tiffany seems real cool. I like her. She seems down to earth. I feel like she's not looking for trouble with anyone. Whereas Tiana, I think Tiana seems super cool too. I think that she is ambitious, and I feel like she is on like a really strong trajectory, and she's at a point where she needs to do more learning so she can continue growing in her path. But I also feel like Tiana is going to be that person who's in the middle of all the mess. Like, she seems like the kind of person, this is no shade, I'm just kind of trying to give my first little overview of what I'm seeing, okay? I might be wrong, and I love her so far. I love all of them so far. But Tiana seems like the kind of person who is cool 1 minute, depending on who's in the room, and then maybe acts a little bit different when other people come in the room. Not because she has bad intent, but she seems like she just wants to be able to get along with everybody. Okay, so I'm done with all of that part. So let's go ahead and jump into the episode. So again, the episode starts out with Q and Kira sitting poolside, and Q is telling us how, you know, Kira had posted this picture of her in a bikini underwater, and people were kind of like dragging her for it, saying she couldn't be taken serious. People have so many opinions, and it kills me because a lot of those people are not in the real estate market. They're not trying to buy not nan house, and the houses that they probably are buying are houses that she ain't selling because she's trying to sell luxury real estate. And the people who are buying houses from her don't give a damn that she's in a bikini. I mean, let's be real honest. So I love that Q was like, I saw it and was like, she could do both, you know? And so I like that she kind of jumped in and defended her as far as her being able to post that picture, because I am completely in agreement. I can be sexy, I can be fly, I can be bomb and all of that, and I can still get my job done. I can still be the professional, and I can still be the expert, and probably better than most at what I do, because I have drive, and that's why my body be looking the way it do. I'm talking about from her standpoint. Now, my body is a work in process because, you know, my desk and all of that, whatever. So at the end of that scene, they get up and they jump into the water in their dresses. And I was like, okay, like, this is corny. This is really, really staged or whatever. But I'm still here for it, because if you're going to do different things to try to make the show entertaining for us, that's different than what we've been getting in like the reality TV housewives world. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. And so I've already watched Selling Tampa, which is very similar on Netflix. I loved that. But I kind of feel like these ladies seem a little more authentic. They seem a little more settled into who they are, if that makes sense. Anyways, so moving on to Robin and Crystal. So Robin and Crystal are meeting. They're kind of like having lunch, and Robin is telling Crystal that she has this idea. And again, back to the reality TV starting to get boring thing. Okay, so Robin is acting like she's telling Crystal this new idea for the first time, when clearly she has already had this conversation with her, because that's the premise of the show. Like, the cameras wouldn't be at lunch with y'all today if you hadn't already pitched this idea about all of y'all doing this business together. Okay, so let's stop pretending that the audience is too stupid to know that stuff has already been discussed. But anyways, so she has this idea that she wants to get all these black female brokers and realtors and real estate attorneys together to create like an empire, which I think is a lovely idea, and I'm so hyped that they're doing it, and I wish them all the success. Crystal acts like a supportive friend, like she doesn't know what the idea is yet, but I'm on board, rah rah rah. Then later, when they're in Crystal's office and Robin is telling her the idea, you start to see Crystal coming out and playing her part as the villain. So she doesn't want Tiffany to be involved, because Tiffany is also a real estate attorney. And she says the reason is because they've both built all of they both have built so much. It doesn't make sense to merge. What does that mean? What is that? I mean, what does that mean? No, you don't want her to have a piece of the pie. You want all the closings to come to you. You already mentioned, she also mentioned that she needed to check the temperature on Tiana, because Tiana doesn't close with me. Okay? Like, you're not the only black real estate attorney. So what's wrong with her closing with Tiffany? Anyway, so you could just kind of see that she's might be a little bit territorial, might be a little bit on the selfish side, where she doesn't really want to share any of this piece of pie with Tiffany, and she's not really checking for Tiana because you can't be my friend if you don't close with me. Anyways, then she brings up Q and she says that, you know, Robin should invite Q. And it almost felt like she knows that maybe there's tension between Robin and Q. And like she was happy to explore that. And of course, we did see later that she tried to, in my opinion, she tried to fuel something between Robin and Q. But I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so she tells Robin that Robin doesn't play well in the sandbox when it comes to other females, which might be true. And apparently Robin has told her this herself, but on a personal level. So Robin is offended, like, okay, but we talking about business. So like, I can do business with other ladies because that's important to me. And so Crystal is sitting there talking about, you're triggered. Girl. Robin was a good one for not throwing that glass, because that would have really pissed me off. And she knows that that is incensing. She knew that that was something that would make somebody upset. Just like everybody on the planet knows that when you tell people to calm down, you piss them off more. And that's what she was trying to do. Anyways, so later in the episode, Crystal is meeting with her sister, and she's telling her sister that Robin was attacking her basically, and when I defended myself, she couldn't take it. But you can't initiate it if you can't take it. What did Robin initiate? She came to her quote-unquote friend to share her idea. She came to you to kind of try to partner with you on a business venture. She didn't attack you. So then the two of them meet later in the park because they both still feeling some type of way. Oh, and Crystal's sister told her, like, you can come off as condescending. Because, you know, big sisters, generally, they don't hold back. My big sister will tell me about myself, both of them. They will tell me about myself very quickly. But yeah, her big sister kind of tried to nicely tell her that you can come off as condescending. So she goes to meet Robin in the park. She's late, so Robin probably already had an attitude. But the way she was laughing while talking to Robin about something that was serious to her, I completely understood Robin being frustrated. That is so irritating. When you are serious, when something is important to you and the other person laughs it off, like, you might know that it's a nervous laughter or something like that, but it's still just, it just doesn't feel good. Anyway, so Crystal says that she is the one who's upset because Robin yelled at her in her office. Girl, boy. You are kidding me. This girl talking about don't disrespect me in my office. Respect my office. Yeah. So yeah, Crystal understands her assignment. I think she's going to make this show pop. We'll leave that at that. So moving on to who was next? Tiana and Tiffany. So they went to the park with their children. I loved how they were the same but kind of different. I loved how Tiana is like, you know, trying her best to be super mom, and right now Tiffany is like, kids, just don't die. And I get it, because after doing it for a while, that's how you feel. Like, after trying to make sure that all the balls stay in the air at the same time and in perfect sync, and after a while you just be like, look, if you fall, just don't break. And so I completely get it. I love the part where Tiana's daughter was kind of sassing Tiffany, and she asked Tiffany, are you ready to chase me? And I love the fact, as a mom, that Tiffany jumped up and chased that little girl. It wasn't necessarily important to the scene, but it was important to me, because Tiana made it sound like Tiffany was kind of just existing. And for me, that was an indication that she knows this little girl is older than these other kids at this park. This baby don't want to play no daggone baseball. She can't play no frisbee by herself. She's bored. And it was important that someone got up and did something with her. And I know it probably sounds like I'm reading so much into it, but kids mean so much to me. And that's the kind of mom, auntie that I am. if I know the kids need something, you know, then I'm going to be that person that gets up and does it. And I think that probably meant a lot to that little girl in that moment. Like, I'm bored as hell, so chase me. And she did. So that was sweet. So then we get to see Q is at a pocket listing that her friend is showing her. Q gonna be my favorite. I will tell y'all right now, Q probably gonna do a lot of shady stuff, and I'm still gonna be like, she my favorite because she fabulous. And that fabulosity gets a pass from me just about every time, okay? So Q steps out and she is carrying this Goyard Saigon bag, which if you watch my other channel, you know that the mini Saigon in green is on my luxury wish list. So wish me luck. By the end of the year, your girl gonna have her Saigon bag. Anyway, so she steps out and she is wearing this gorgeous white pantsuit wrapped around and all of this. She's got her Saigon bag. Her client comes in who also has a Goyard bag, and they both have their Goyard bag sitting on this beautiful kitchen counter. And I just thought, like, she is a mood. Like, she to me is a whole entire mood. I just wish she would stand up straight. Not that that matters. But anyways, so I really think she's really cool and fabulous. After she shows the client the house, Crystal comes over, also looking fabulous, melanin popping. I love the little hat she was wearing. She was carrying her Celine tote, this little off-the-shoulder sweater number. She was killing it. I know that's not the premise of the show, but I like, you know, black women, we be looking good. Anyways, can y'all tell I missed y'all? Anyways, so Crystal begins to tell Q, okay, Q asks Crystal, how has work been going, or how is things at the office? And she goes, my only contention is Robin. Really? That's how you're going to communicate this? Then when Q asks her what's her issue with Robin, she's like, well, she's got this grand idea. And she refers to it as this grand idea several times. And I feel like it's so shady. I feel like it's so shady. What you really want to say is this little funky idea. That's how it feels. Anyways, so she says that Robin has this grand idea. And then she pivots to, would you be willing to meet? And I'm like, how is that a way to sell something? Like, Robin asked you if you would set up the meeting with Q and the other ladies for the purpose of business. You said yes, and then you present it to her in a dog dish, basically. You call Robin your only contention and then say, would you be willing to meet with her? Like, girl, this is foul. That was foul. That was very, very, very foul. And I loved how my girl Q was like, no. She was like, no. So it turns out that Q was trying to start her own brokerage. In order to do that, basically, she would have to kind of not have a license held by another broker. Realtors have to have their license held by a broker. And so she needed to have her license held by another broker and have her original broker release it, at least the way I understand it. And in the process, she reached out to Robin asking her to be that broker who would hold her listings for her, or her contracts or whatever for her. And Robin basically wanted to charge her $500 a pop for 26 contracts. And I don't know real estate, but that does seem exorbitant. And so Q was just kind of like, you wasn't down for me. Like, you weren't trying to be a sister helping another sister come up. You know what I mean? And Q probably could have gone to a number of brokers with her request and probably paid $5 or more. I don't know, or less. But the fact that she tried to keep it kind of in the family, and Robin wanted to charge her whatever it was that she wanted to charge her, it does sound kind of crappy. You know, so I get her having some salty type feelings. So initially her response was no, but she got these cameras following her, so she knows what the deal is, and she knows she actually gonna do it. We not stupid. Okay, we know this isn't real life. Anyways, let's see. So moving on from that. Oh, so then we see Tiana's brokers open, and this is why I say she probably needs to continue to learn and develop and grow so she can really, really take off. Q made some comments about the house not being staged and all of that. I watch a lot of $1 Million Listing and the Selling Tampa and the Selling Sunset and all of that, and I couldn't agree more. Like, why is this house not staged? Like, let me visualize how I would live in it. Where is the furniture? Where are the window coverings? Where is artwork? Can I get a statue, something, somewhere? And I really, really feel like it was just a blank canvas, and I felt like that was a misstep for her to be doing luxury listings. It really seemed like she got an opportunity and didn't necessarily know exactly what to do with it. But I don't know how long she's been a luxury realtor. So maybe she's still learning. Maybe she's kind of still developing. I really hope that she and Q will make a strong connection, and that maybe that coaching and kind of mentorship will happen so she can really, really, really set herself apart from the rest. Okay. Anyways, so as they're there, one of the ladies, I don't remember who it was, brought up Robin's dinner. And so the ladies start talking about who they know and who they don't know. And Kira, who's been kind of quiet for the most part, brings up the fact that she was at a Kanye event, she called it. She ran into Crystal, and Crystal tried to pull a Mariah Carey, "We don't know her." She said, Crystal said, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" I probably would have been like, absolutely not. No. Because why would you say that to me? And she's like, "We've actually gone to dinner together." And she gonna act like she don't know me. And so Tiana is like, "Oh, I like Crystal. We cool, such and such and such and such." And I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, Tiana wants everybody to be friends. She wants everybody to be her friend. And she don't really understand that Crystal is already throwing shade at you, dear. Crystal is mad that you don't close with her. And so she said she closed with her once before and it did not go well. But the house did actually get conveyed. But I don't know why she would think that Crystal wasn't holding that against her. Like, you should know better. What else happened at that point? So they all, Q starts talking about her issue with Robin. She didn't give a lot of detail, but she kind of let them know what's up. And I like that Tiffany said something to bring them back. You know, Tiffany's kind of like, let's go to the dinner. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can make this business pop, which I'm assuming she may have done that because she want to see this business successful, because maybe she needs for this business to be successful. Where the other ladies just kind of seem like they're just kind of like, whatever. Like, I might come, I might not. But all of y'all are here again because of this particular business venture, so we know that you're all interested in participating. Anyways, oh wait, I'm just looking at my notes. One other thing that killed me about this episode, with Robin being a little hard up. If you saw the scene when she and Crystal are at the park or at the feeding the ducks or whatever, why she tell Crystal, "I never wanted to be your friend anyways. You wanted to be my friend." Who says this kind of stuff to people? I felt like when she said that, I felt like it was so genuine. Like, I felt like she really, really felt like, that's why I don't do friends with females. Because that's how I be feeling a lot of times. But yeah, I thought that was crazy that she actually did say that to her. And Crystal couldn't do nothing but laugh. I would have laughed too. Like, at that point, yeah, I would have laughed at that too. Anyways, I really, really did enjoy the episode. I am so looking forward to seeing where this goes. I hope OWN can, you know, keep it coming with some good content. I would love to see the network continue to thrive and have more black folks on it, because you know, when OWN first came out, all the shows was white people except for Iyanla and Oprah herself. So I'm happy to see that there's a lot more black programming on the OWN network. And I'm looking forward to the rest of this season. I think it's going to get grimy, but I think it's going to still keep a level of class. And so, yeah. Anyways, let me know your thoughts. Remember to let me know some stuff that y'all are watching. And thanks so much for watching. Bye.